Welcome back. I'm in the heart of the Creativity Temple here in Victoria Park, right downtown in Regina. It's frosty out today, but this is where we're meeting with a representative from the Green Party, Daniel Johnson. Welcome, Daniel. Thanks for welcoming me into your temple.
Well, this is our kitchen, as well as our main office and a whole bunch of other things.
Now, you're the leader of Occupy Regina, but you're also a candidate for the Green Party in the riding of Cannington. Tell me about that. Is Occupy an official project of the Green Party, or is it just one of your jobs?
Well, Occupy has no leaders. We run on a consensus-based thing, though there are kind of certain people whose ideas get followed more than others. The Green Party's involvement is just kind of incidental. It just happens to be the Green Party's platform happens to mirror a lot of what the Occupy movement is about. We originally were hoping there would be more NDP involvement. We were hoping that there would be more involvement pretty much from every organization. For a while we had pro-life pamphlets going around here and some pro-choice stuff, but unfortunately, it has come down to that. Eventually, we ripped up all the Green Party stuff.
Now, the Green Party is actually the third largest party in terms of the field of candidates you're putting forward. Tell me a little bit about your involvement with the Green Party. What does your party stand for?
Well, I mean, the main reason that I joined the Green Party is because of the environmental issues. Because to me, the environment comes before anything else. There's certain things the Green Party stands for that I don't exactly agree with, and I guess that's why I'm not exactly, that's why I'm a parachute candidate in the rural riding.
Have you been campaigning out there in Cannington?
Online.
Online, okay.
Online is pretty much all I've been able to do. It's a pretty big riding,
right.
And I do know people who I know people who live out there, and I have friends out there, but it's a pretty big riding, and it would cost a lot of gas to be driving around all over the place.
But can the Green Party really be taken seriously, though, if you're not even going out there? I mean, you're in the heart of Regina, but the riding is, hundreds of miles away. How come you're here and not there? I mean, doesn't that sort of make the Green Party's campaign a bit of a joke? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying you're here, you're not in the ride. Have you ever been to Cannington?
Yes,
okay.
I've been. I've
but just not during the campaign.
Been through not during the campaign, but every party uses parachute candidates.
Yeah, but you actually haven't parachuted in. You're hanging out here in the Creativity Temple.
In downtown.
Are you going to even go down there on election day? Do you have any lawn signs up?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. How serious should we take the Green Party? I mean, Elizabeth May was taken quite seriously federally. She actually won her seat. She got a lot of votes. How seriously should we take the Green Party in Saskatchewan? You're running a lot of candidates, more than the Liberal Party is, but you haven't even gone to your riding. Are you serious?
When people know the issues and they know what people are saying, it doesn't really matter if they talk to their face. There's an old-fashioned view of how politics is supposed to work, and right now, most people, even in rural ridings, have internet access. So there is direct communication there.
Do you have a website? Do you have a campaign website?
Yes, that would be at greenparty.ca, and then they have a bio up, and then there's the Facebook page, and then there's.
Now let's talk about the Occupy Regina here, because you seem to be a leader here. You're the only one in the Creativity Temple. How many other folks are there in the tents? I see a lot of tents, but most of them look empty. Is there anyone else staying overnight here?
There's anywhere between 30 and 60 people on any given night. It really depends. There are some people here who only stay weekends. The kids, for example, there's
children here?
Well, my daughter only stays weekends. Some other people's kids only stay weekends. There's been a couple of kids here overnight during the weekdays, but generally not. There's a lot of people who get up at 6 and 7 in the morning and go to work. We've got a couple of people working on that high-rise up there, and we've got a bunch of other people working around the city. So
now, Saskatchewan used to be a have-not province, but now it's booming. Unemployment is down to 4.6%. What is the complaint of Occupy Regina, given that this is the best economy in Canada?
Well, it's a global movement going, and there's something like this going on in pretty much every major city in the world right now.
But other than just Me Tooing the other guys, isn't Regina actually the best economy in Canada? Where there's a construction site. Well, right, but there's a construction site 1 block away. Anyone here could get a job, probably making close to 100 grand. Just pick up some tools and walk over there. What's your beef?
Be broke when they go through a bus cycle again, and that's exactly the problem. Is that
are you working now?
I'm not. I am here.
How do you support yourself? Where do you get all this stuff from?
Generally, this comes in from donations, and then I had a certain amount of money put aside in savings that I was originally saving for something else.
Do you want to work?
While this is going on, this is my job, keeping this going.
But it's not a paying job.
No.
Do you get any money from unions?
Not yet.
Not yet? You're expecting some, though?
We're hoping.
Yeah, have you asked for some?
I believe there's people sort of doing that. Apparently, the Council of Canadians is springing for a proper porta toilet because our
They're sort of experts in crap. Well, listen, I want to ask you this. I mean, this is a province that for 75 years sort of ran with what the unions wanted to do. And now you've got a more entrepreneurial premier, and it's booming again. Do you think that life was better under the NDP, or do you think that Brad Wall's improved things?
Well, when you've got a leftist party that's run by an oil executive, you don't have.
Talking about Dwayne Lingenfelter, but yeah. Are you guys serious? I mean, you're not even visiting your own riding. If not for the NDP, who's the alternative to Brad Wall?
Well, I mean, the main problem with this province is that this boom and bust cycle is entirely artificial.
Well, it's had a 70-year bust. Now, don't you think it's time for a boom?
But that's not. When they're giving our resources away at what is it, less than 10% royalty, that's practically theft when it comes right down to it. When you end up with something like the Alberta miracle, where now we see Alberta slowly going broke and having no resources to fall back on because they gave it all away for next to nothing to some foreign company, we can't see that happen here.
Daniel, we got to wrap it there. Thanks very much for inviting me into the heart of your creativity temple.